A similar situation unfolded in the fight between Alexander Povetkin and Manuel Char. But in this case, who showed disrespect and who ended up getting a taste of karma? At the start, both fighters were fully locked in, focused on securing victory through well-planned attacks. But as the second round progressed, tensions started to rise. Char landed a series of solid punches, visibly frustrating Povetkin and stirring up his emotions. Rather than using that frustration to sharpen his focus, Povetkin made the mistake of provoking Char, an invitation Char was more than happy to accept. He ramped up the pressure, throwing even more aggressive strikes. And then, karma came calling. By the seventh round, Char's relentless assault sent Povetkin crashing to the canvas. The fight was over. Char had done enough to secure the win and walk away victorious. By now, you've probably seen Conor McGregor's notorious lack of respect when facing opponents. His fight against Floyd Mayweather was no exception. At the weigh-in, McGregor was in full showman mode, yelling at Mayweather without a shred of respect. But how did things actually play out in the ring? To his credit, McGregor came out strong. In the opening round, he unleashed a flurry of aggressive strikes, clearly hoping to overwhelm Mayweather early. His momentum carried into the second round, keeping Mayweather on the defensive.
McGregor comes in, throwing punches immediately.
But Mayweather, a master of patience, absorbed the pressure and bided his time. Round by round, he let McGregor exhaust himself. By the 10th, the tables had turned. Sensing his moment, Mayweather went on the attack, landing clean, calculated shots on a visibly drained McGregor.
Get off his neck! Get off his neck!
Hard body shot.
Then came the final sequence. Mayweather unleashed a relentless barrage of punches, and McGregor, completely gassed, could do little but absorb the punishment. With no response left in him, the referee had no choice but to step in and stop the fight. And just like that, karma delivered Mayweather a well-earned victory. Another electrifying case of karma unfolded when Bernard Hopkins arrogantly belittled Joe Smith Jr. at their pre-fight press conference. Hopkins dismissed Smith as nothing more than an ordinary legend, while proudly declaring himself a special man.
Special man!
But when the fight began, the so-called special man was in for a harsh reality check. Fueled by the disrespect, Smith came out firing, unleashing a relentless offensive assault right from the start. Hopkins held his own in the second and third rounds, landing a few well-timed counterattacks that momentarily matched Smith's intensity.
Yeah, what's been amazing about Bernard through the years is...
But endurance doesn't lie. As the fight wore on, Smith's pace never wavered, while Hopkins started to fade. Then came the decisive moment. Smith unloaded a brutal series of punches that sent Hopkins crashing out of the ring, unable to continue.
Has just knocked Bernard Hopkins out of the ring.
With that emphatic finish, Smith didn't just claim victory, he silenced Hopkins and his baseless arrogance for good.
Better look from this angle. Right hand was huge. Another left hook. Another left hook.
Disrespect in combat sports is nothing new, and Alex Hanan was no exception. Before his fight against Andrei Mikovic, he belittled his opponent at the press conference with smug gestures and dismissive behavior. But things escalated even further once they stepped into the ring. Hanan threw an unprovoked punch to Mikhailovic's stomach before the fight had even properly begun.
Obey them all the time. Touch gloves and let's get in them on. Listen.
But how did that arrogance play out when the real fight started? Right from the opening exchanges, Mikovic took control. Hanan struggled under the relentless pressure, barely able to handle the barrage of attacks coming his way. Moments later, Mikovic landed 3 clean shots to Hanan's face, briefly knocking him off balance.
Using his head to stay away. 1, 2, and 3.
By the second round, Hanan's situation had gone from bad to worse. Mikovic kept up the relentless assault, landing precise shots with ease. With his defense crumbling, Hanan was in deep trouble. Then came the final blow, a devastating punch to the face that left Hanan unable to continue. An absolutely brutal finish and the perfect revenge for Mikovic.
Knocked down off the left hook.
Even boxing legends have faced their share of disrespect, and Mike Tyson was no exception. Before his fight against Peter McNeely, his opponent tried to provoke him with bold, trash-talking statements during their pre-fight meeting.
Hurricane Peter McNeely from Medfield, Mass. On Saturday night, watch me kick Tyson's ass. But if you haven't made your pay-per-view arena...
But Tyson, always the professional, kept his composure, choosing to let his fists do the talking instead.
He had a cute statement. I'm just ready to fight. Thank you, everyone.
When the fight began, McNeely charged in recklessly, throwing wild punches in an attempt to overwhelm Tyson. But that aggression came at a cost. He left himself wide open. Tyson wasted no time, countering with precision. And then, in just a matter of minutes, the inevitable happened. Tyson unleashed a devastating uppercut, sending McNeely crashing to the canvas. That was all it took.
Shots. My mic's a little off balance, his timing's a little off. Right here you'll see a nice right uppercut. Bang.
McNeely had talked a big game, but Tyson delivered the ultimate response in the most brutal way possible.
He wasn't that hurt. He wasn't going to be hurt much longer because the 3 knockdown rule wasn't effective, but he...
Before their fight, Shannon Briggs tried to get inside Vitaly Klitschko's head, attempting to throw him off his game. But did his mind games actually work? Let's break it down. From the opening bell, it was clear that Briggs was completely outmatched. Klitschko dominated from the start, landing clean, powerful shots directly to Briggs's face over and over again. The Ukrainian was in complete control.
Об отказе. Дай бог. И он целее.
But credit where it's due, Briggs showed incredible toughness. Despite absorbing relentless punishment, he somehow managed to survive all 12 rounds. In the end, though, toughness wasn't enough. The scorecards told the full story, with Klitschko securing a decisive victory. Once again, he proved that in boxing, actions inside the ring speak far louder than words outside of it.